Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll see how we can use the UiPath Generative Extractor. So earlier, as you know, we had to do a lot of things to set up a document understanding model. First, we have to create the model. We have to set up the taxonomy. We have to upload taxonomy. We have to set up classifier training, set up extractor training. So there were a lot of things involved, and it was very time consuming. But now we have generative activities like generative extractor so that we can extract the data from various documents directly using the generative AI. So let's start this demo and see how we can do all that. Uh, we will need the document first which we want to extract data from. So uh, let's take an activity here so that we can ask user the file path for the uh, document. So let's use this browse for file activity first. Just drag and drop it here. And just one thing, if you have not watched my previous video on generative classifier, please go back, watch that video. Then you can come back again in this video. And for your info, I want to tell you that if you want to use this generative AI extractor and classifier, you have to install this particular package, which is UiPath. Let me show you the package. So you have to install the package UiPath.documentunderstanding.activities and make sure you install the latest version of it. Okay, so let's start. So this activity is to ask user for a file. Let's store the user input as a file path, and we can press Ctrl K and we can use like input file. Let's use this variable. Okay, we already have a variable of this. Let me let me delete all the variables from here so that we do not get confused. Okay, let's press Ctrl K. Okay, we'll store the path as input file variable. Now from the activity pane, just go to this document understanding and just expand this. Here you will get the activity as extract document data. This is our generative extractor. Just drag it and drop here. Here you have to select the project. So let's select the predefined here. No need to create a project. Now it will ask us the extractor and the input file. Okay. So in the extractor, you'll get the list of all the extracts available, like for receipts, invoice, and all. Okay. So right now we are using the generative extractor, which does not need any training. Then you will get the prompt. Okay. Let's click here. So in the prompt, we are getting two columns. One is field name and one is generative prompt. Okay. So in the field name, you can define all your fields which you want to extract from a particular document. And in the prompt, you have to give some idea about that particular field, what it is. Okay. So let's try with our sample invoice first. I have downloaded some sample documents from the internet. So you can see this is an invoice. Okay. We have many fields available here. So let's select two fields. Okay. Let's select the invoice number and what else we can use is let's select the total. Okay. So invoice number and total. Okay. So let's take as invoice number and give the prompt as what is invoice number. To add another field, you can click on add entry and say total. Let's say what is total. So this will take a string, so you have to give the input inside the inside this double quotes. Okay, let's extract two fields for now. Click on save. Okay, the last thing which we have is input, where we have to give the file path. But as you see that it will take the variable type as iResource, but above we are taking the user input in an inside an string. Okay, so we have to convert it into iResource. So let's take an activity here which is path exists. As you can see from its properties, it will give us a reference in the form of iResource, iLocal resource, that we can use in our extract document data activity. Okay, so let's give it a path, the path first, which is input file. Okay, and let's take this reference, press Ctrl K as file path, press enter. So you can see from variable pane it has created the file path variable as iLocal resource. So this particular variable we can use in our extract document data activity over here, file path. Okay, so let's take the output as extraction result. So you can go to the properties pane in the document data, just press the Ctrl K, and let's take output in extraction result. Okay, press enter. Okay, now let's try to type both the values which it has extracted. So let's take the right line. Let's type extraction result dot data dot the field name. What fields we have? So we have invoice number and we have total, and then dot value. So it will type only the value of it. Okay. Similarly, take one more right line and then same extraction result dot data dot field name. So our field name is total dot value. Okay, that's it. Let's save our project and then let's run it. Let it compile. So it is asking me the document. So as we have configured everything for the invoice, let's select the invoice. And similarly, you can configure the fields for passport, which is another sample document, a receipt, a bill, a letter. It could be any document. So you have to configure the field based on the document type. If it is a receipt, uh, so you can go the line, you can ask it what are the line items. Okay, you can ask if it is a receipt from a hotel, you can ask it what is the hotel name. Okay, similarly, if you are processing a letter, you can ask it what is the sender name. Okay, and what is the send to location, send to address. Okay, so based on the information on the document, you can ask the generative extractor. So right now I'm selecting the invoice. Let's click on open. Let's open the output pane. So now it is trying to extract the fields which we have defined. So let's see whether it is able to extract the total invoice number. And remember, we have not done any training, so we are just taking it and extracting data. So you see it has extracted invoice number and total. So let's open our sample invoice and verify whether it has extracted the correct values or not. So you can see that invoice number is 01234, which is correct, 01234. And next thing we have extracted is the total, which is $440. You can see the $440. So isn't it amazing, guys? We have not done any training and we are able to extract various fields from the document. Okay, so that's all in this video. Please subscribe and like my videos to get me motivated to make more videos. Thank you very much for your time, guys. See you in next video. Bye.